Trapp's team passed abandoned, empty cells on either side as they moved quickly down the trashed hallway that led to the southern exit into the prison grounds and hopefully the freedom that lay beyond. Trapp's eyes took in the scene in one of the cells to his left. A prisoner had taken advantage of his emancipation to set fire to a stained, thin, rolled-up mattress that still smoldered in the center of the room. The material had mostly failed to light.
Of all the things...
He now had a radio handset shoved into his jacket, taken from the control center after they were finished relieving its defenders. The damn thing barely functioned from inside the prison's thick concrete walls. Occasionally, it squawked a fuzzy blast of static, behind which he could just barely make out a human design. He gestured for the procession to slow down as bright sunlight blazed through an open doorway up ahead. The thump-thump-thump of the helicopter's rotor blades reverberated through their feet. The damn thing had to be hovering close enough for its skids to kiss the ground.
Nearly there. Let's stay focused.
Abdul and Madison relayed the command in Arabic at the front and rear of the line, respectively.
Friendly forces inside al-Shakiri. Aerial support has cleared the path you requested. Repeat, friendly forces. We've got your ass covered. If you're hearing this, please respond. Over.
Something about the voice rang a bell in Trapp's mind. He'd heard it before. He was sure of it. But where? He grabbed the radio and squeezed transmit.
This is Hangman. Who am I talking to?
Hangman?
That's right.
Well, no kidding. Long time no speak.
Who is this?
Muniz.
Shit. You're still kicking?
A genuine smile of relief and happiness sprang unbidden to his lips.
Just barely, no thanks to you. And his master sergeant now.
I'll make it up to you with a beer when this is over. It's good to hear your voice, seriously. But right now, I could use a sit rep. We're almost at the southern exit. Do those choppers know they have friendlies inbound?
They do now. Stick to that side, okay? Air support blasted a nice easy path for you to follow just out to your right. Got a few more birds covering the remainder of the prison. It's like the first day of hunting season out there.
Good to hear. We're on our way out. Did any prisoners make it past the walls?
We got runners everywhere, at least 100, maybe more.
Tomorrow's problem.
It always is. See you on the flip side, brother.
Trapp clicked the radio transmit button twice in response, then thrust the handset back into his jacket. He had noticed that Madison had sidled up to his side as he talked.
Old friend?
Something like that.
He refocused his mind as he eyed the sun-draped exit. The route behind them was clear. Every prisoner inside had fled, and Abdul's men had locked the gates behind the procession as they passed through the hallways. But outside was a whole different story.
Abdul, keep your men tight, understood? Follow me and head straight for the wall. We're home free once we reach the breach, but we have to make it there alive, okay?
Abdul nodded and Trapp strode forward. There were no more cell doors on either side of the hallway, so he kept his eyes glued to the exit. It appeared to have been opened manually rather than with explosives, but a thick layer of dust and debris now coated the concrete floor from the helicopter's rotor wash. He pressed himself against the doorframe and scanned the exercise yard. It was empty of shooters. The bodies of at least a dozen prisoners and guards lay on the dusty soil, their postures contorted in death. Smoke streamed out of the building's upper windows to his right, and occasionally a burning streak of ash was coughed into the sky. Something structural deep within the building's bowels failed. It caused fear in some of the civilians lined up behind him. Ahead, the perimeter walls lay in tatters. 2 huge breaches had been chewed into them. One of them Trapp recognized as the handiwork of close air support. The RAF pilot had been busy. The other was presumably an entrance blown by the prison's attackers during the early part of their raid. It was smaller, and they'd leaned a ladder against the outer side of the inner wall, which hadn't been so comprehensively destroyed. Trapp could see the topmost rungs peeking out from over the shattered concrete.
We head for that breach.
He stabbed his finger at the enormous hole for good measure.
Move fast and don't stop for anything. Copy?
Abdul and Madison both nodded. Trapp waited as the Syrian translated the message for his men and coaxed the terrified civilians into one final effort.
Ready?